Welcome back, everybody, to Spooktacular Part 2, the science version. I'm here, my name's Arif Qasim. I'm here with Jacqueline Monteith, and we'd like to introduce Nova and Colleen to give you a good welcome from Indigenous Way of Life. Before then, we'd also like to give a huge thanks to Heather and Jen from earlier. An excellent yoga session. We're very happy with that. And another big thanks to our Harry Potter behind the scenes with IT Right Click. Thank you so much for helping us out with this, Mr. Potter. So Colleen and Nova, please, if you may, with your welcome messages.
Hi, Tansi. We wanted to come and... Oh.
That.
I want to check they're in order.
Bonjour. Mino chiba gijikak.
Tansi, Mino, Chibai, Tipiskau.
Okan, okanit, okanit.
Chibai,
On deck,
Awasisak.
chiba,
Seaweed cheese.
macade bouges,
Kukuminagasis.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Ekose.
Thank you so much.
Pardon me? Oh, sorry. It's a very nice setup.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
So we are here today from the Department of Mysteries. We have this space called the Brain Room. You may not have heard of us before. We've been a little bit behind the scenes, but we are both high inquisitors. And it is our job to make sure that the professors at Hogwarts are doing a very good and a very careful job. So welcome.
Thank you. Following procedure as we try to do every day. We're very happy to be here. We were playing some Quidditch recently, if I remember correctly.
We were, and we won.
We did win.
We won the Quidditch Cup. Can you believe it?
It is incredible.
This is one of our prizes. It almost looks like the Golden Snitch.
The Golden Snitch.
Check this out. Let's see. Can we play with it again?
I think
Let's
we
see if
can.
our skills are still here. Are we ready?
Let's give it a shot.
Very nice. Nicely done.
Well done. Good work.
Nicely done with our... Now, what do you think? What do you think, Arif? We did not win any galleons. We did not.
No.
Do you think we could sell this for some galleons?
I'm wondering how many galleons you think we could get for this?
How many galleons do you think we should ask for this? This will be your first entry into our chat feature. We want to know from your class, what could we get for this? How many galleons could we get? Now, we're going to be asking our witches and our wizards, but we're also going to be asking our muggles.
Absolutely right. We're really happy to have our muggles here with us, aren't we?
Yes. Who can tell me what a muggle is? We want to see if you know what a muggle is. So that's 2 questions we have for you. How much can we get for this? And does anybody know what a muggle is?
I'm curious too.
Now, it's a good thing this isn't a dung bomb.
I know. Imagine if it was a dung bomb. If anyone knows what a dung bomb is, put it in the chat.
That's right. If this were, maybe they put last place for Quidditch. Maybe that's what they did.
What it is.
That's what they did. So we're going to get started with some Hogwarts science here today. And we're going to start with Professor Arif.
Hello. Yes, I'm going to you're going to join me for a bit of a potions class right now. I'm going to use a few of my substances here to create new potions. So if we can get a zoom in on this flask. Now, none of this stuff is coming from the Weasley shop, just so you know. This is all coming from Hogwarts, the school. First thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of this magic substance here. We're going to see a bit of a color change. What color does that look like to you, Jacqueline?
To me, that looks kind of like a green, almost a blue.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
So I'm going to add another substance here, a very special substance, also quite clear, very clear and very little bit left. Tell me what you think is going to happen in the chat. Before I add it, what do you think is going to happen when I add this clear liquid? Here we go. We're doing okay on camera. I'm going to give it a swirl. See if we notice what happened there. So now we have a new potion, which has new properties, new features. I'm going to add one more clear liquid, and let us know in the chat what you think is going to happen now.
Well, I want to know if we have any hellos from our chat.
Where are we hearing you guys from? What schools are you from? What communities? We'd love to hear.
We have a grade 5 class from Gillum.
Welcome, grade 5s from Gillum.
We have Miss Fontaine, grade 1 to 4 from Dauphin River.
Oh, Dauphin River, grades 1 to 4 with Miss Fontaine. Welcome. Tell us, are you muggles, witches, or warlocks?
Miss Friesen's class.
Welcome,
Perfect.
Miss
Welcome,
Friesen.
Miss Friesen.
All right, and do we
Excellent.
have any predictions yet? Anything from the Galleons, or can anybody tell us what is a muggle?
Muggles are humans or non-magic people.
Oh, who did that response come in from?
Miss Friesen's class.
So Miss Friesen's class, they were correct.
They knew.
That a muggle is a non-magic person.
That's correct.
Certainly
Yeah.
not you. Are you a muggle?
Oh, absolutely not.
No, absolutely not. And we can tell.
Potions class. All right, are you ready for the next change?
Duke of Marlborough, grade 5 and 6, say hello.
Excellent. Welcome, Duke of Marlborough. Here we go. We're going to add one more substance. Watch it change. There you are.
Whoa, that's not for muggles.
That is not for muggles. No, that's just for us, for our warlocks and witches out there.
Absolutely. So you are a high inquisitor. You are making
am.
sure that all of the spells class is top notch.
That's correct.
How are you making sure of that?
Well, you know, sometimes we use different kinds of potions and different kinds of wizardry, spells, and charms, of course. So thankfully, we've got Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes, a line of products made by Fred and George Weasley, and they're available to purchase at Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes. We've got a couple of other demonstrations here for you. Jacqueline will be right back with it. So will you guys out there let us know what you know about the Potter family, what you know about the Hogwarts institution. What is your favorite part of the magic behind Harry Potter?
Do you know what my favorite part of the magic behind Harry Potter is?
What's that?
My wand.
Ooh, right.
This was specially chosen. It chose me. I did not choose it. And its name is Blue Jay. And I'll be using this only on special occasions throughout today, but I think I need to use it shortly.
Right.
Because I purchased something very special from Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes.
What did you get?
Well, they have all sorts of stuff at all different times. It always changes.
It's true.
And I found something that, to muggles, will look just like this. Can anyone tell me what this looks like? Can you tell? I know you're not a muggle.
I'm not, but I can tell you what that is, yeah.
This looks like an ordinary box of food coloring. It is not an ordinary box of food coloring. As we know, Fred and George have created so many magical products that help us with charms and spells and potions and everything. So I'm going to show you what this is all about. First of all, I have an ordinary glass of water.
Oh, we have a few more schools that just jumped on.
Oh, before we get to our ordinary glass of water, who are the schools who have jumped on here today?
Gibsonville School, K to 2,
Welcome to Gibsonville School.
and Barons River, grade 3B.
Hello, Barons River. Good to see you. Did you
Perfect.
know that I transported to Barons River just last week?
Transported.
Yes, I
How
did.
did you get there?
It was I can't tell that. There's too many muggles watching.
We don't
Yeah.
want to release our secrets.
I'll
We
tell
can't
you later.
Reveal everything that we do.
I'll tell you later. All right, so as we know, here is my ordinary glass of water, but it came from the swamp. It's a little bit yellow.
It is.
And I actually just have something very ordinary here.
Oh, it looks like an egg.
It's an egg.
What kind of egg is it?
I don't know if I want to tell, but it's in disguise. It is a dragon egg.
I thought it was too.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. It is a dragon egg. So when I put this dragon egg into my swamp water, tell me what happens. Can we zoom in on that, Mr. Potter? I feel like I need to say your name a little bit more fancy, like Mr. Potter.
Mr. Potter.
There we go, Mr.
Yeah,
Potter.
Potter.
There we go. And look at what happens to my dragon
Thanks,
egg.
Harry.
Look at that. It just sinks right to the bottom. It just sinks.
Just sank right
Yeah,
to the bottom.
and that's what it's supposed to do. But sometimes I don't want my dragon egg to sink to the bottom. Because if you can manage something special with your dragon egg, then a rainbow dragon will be born.
Ooh.
And we like rainbow dragons.
You've been waiting for your
I've been waiting for my rainbow dragon a long, long time.
I'm excited to see that.
So if we use my special product from the Weasley shop, now each color in here, as I said, this looks just like ordinary food coloring, but it is not. So if we use different colors, each different color has a different property to it. And today I think I'm going to use red because I want to see if I can create weightlessness in my egg. And if I can create weightlessness,
We
it will
have a
create the
rainbow
rainbow
dragon.
dragon. Here we go.
This is really exciting.
This is really exciting. So I'm going to use my wand Blue Jay.
Okay.
And this is my special potion from the Weasleys. Sometimes they don't make everything great, so I'm hoping this works. And I'm going to add this potion. And as I add this potion, I'm going to say my spell, my charm. Here we go. Are we ready?
Yes.
Potionus floatinus. And let's see. Now I have my very special dragon egg. Are we ready? If we can make it float, we are going to be getting a rainbow dragon. Here we go. Are we ready?
Ready.
One more time. Potionus floatinus.
You're in luck.
We will be getting a rainbow dragon. Stay tuned for that.
The wand worked.
The wand worked, and
Good spell. by
I
the
would
way.
definitely recommend Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes. I wasn't sure if they would help me with my rainbow dragon, but they pulled through. They pulled through.
They sure did. If you guys want to name that rainbow dragon, throw some names down in the chat too.
What should we be naming our rainbow dragon? Unfortunately, I have been waiting a long time for the egg itself. I waited almost 2 years. But do you know how long it takes a dragon egg to hatch?
I do not.
It will be another 2 years.
2 more years.
So we will wait. In 2024, we'll see if we can get our rainbow dragon baby. And please, as Professor Arif has said, let us know your name suggestions in the chat. Now, I got something else from Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes. I got an ordinary lamp.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
It is interesting. It's very interesting.
Does it have a light?
It does have a light, and that's why I like it.
Oh, that's a pretty light.
It's a very pretty light.
It's like a magical light.
Almost. Now, I wasn't too sure what this would do until I started looking at my book of spells once again. And as I was looking at my book of spells, I realized I needed to figure out and perfect the art of transfiguration. And that is where I'm going to turn one thing into another. But I need the help of Blue
Blue
Jay.
Jay. Blue Jay the wand.
Absolutely. So Blue Jay needs to help me out here. And so, because I needed to practice transfiguration, I actually purchased 2. Now I have a little girl at home. Her name is Ella. And do you know what Ella really loves?
What does Ella love?
She loves tornadoes. Tornadoes. Because
Scary.
a lot of scary magic can happen in tornadoes as well.
Right.
So when I thought about this lamp, I thought, can I turn one into a tornado? And I wanted to find out. So here we go. I am going to try my spell.
Help of Blue Jay.
With the help of Blue Jay always. And my purchases from Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes. Trust me, they're not paying me to promote them. But they should be.
they should be paying you, yes.
And here we go. I want to see, can we zoom in on my 2 lamps? Mr. Potter?
Mr. Paula.
Would you like to know some dragon names?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, before we
let's hear
do this, we have some dragon names. Rainbow dragon names.
From Miss Friesen's class, Hamburger or Stewart.
Hamburger
I like
or
Stewart.
Stewart.
From Duke of Marlborough and Churchill, we have Rainy.
From Churchill,
Nice.
Rainy.
From Miss Fontaine's class, Tim, Jerry, or Rainbow.
Tim, Jerry, or Rainbow from Miss Fontaine's class.
From Gypsonville, we have Firefly, Lizzie, Natalie, Jackboy, or Boney.
Ooh,
Whoa, there's a lot.
some
Sorry,
good
from,
ones.
from which classroom was that again? Gypsumville?
Gypsonville,
So there was
K2,
Liz,
Firefly,
Firefly,
Natalie,
Natalie,
Jackie Boy,
Jackie Boy. Oh, I kind of am partial to that. Or which one?
Boney.
Boney.
Oh, I like Boney as
I
well.
really like Firefly. That's probably my favorite.
Oh, wow. Okay, keep those names coming in.
Good suggestions.
So let's focus in here on my lamps. Mr. Potter, we've got to focus in on the lamps here. And I want to see if I can turn one of my ordinary lamps into a tornado for my girl at home, Miss Ella, whose favorite thing in the world is tornadoes. All right, so here we go. Let's turn it on. And here we go. Transfiguratio tornado.
Wow.
Is it working?
It's working well. Beautiful.
Can you tell? Transfiguratio tornado.
Incredible.
Incredible, incredible. Mr. Potter, did you get that? Are you amazed? We have to say you were the inspiration for this with all of your adventures at Hogwarts. Thank you for that. And next, we are going to have a little bit of a creature class here in front of you today. And for our creature class today, Professor Arif brought something very, very intriguing. So I'm going to move my tornado back here. It's a good thing the lamp wasn't much bigger, otherwise that tornado would have potentially destroyed us all.
It could have grown to unimaginable sizes.
We have another suggestion, Husky Dragon.
Oh.
Barron's River School for your dragon name.
Barron's River, Husky Dragon.
Husky dragon.
I like
That's
that.
a good one too. I love it.
It makes me think of husky dogs and their different color eyes.
Right.
And a rainbow dragon will be different colors.
It's true. Yeah, excellent suggestion.
Excellent.
So I'm not sure if you all know what a basilisk is. Basilisk is a terrifying creature, and we had to fight one recently. Thankfully, it came out alive. Came out alive with its eyes. So I took the basilisk's eyes, I pulled them right out of him. So I've got basilisk eyes right here in front of us. You can see them if we can zoom in on those. And what we're going to do is we're going to tear apart and break into these basilisk eyes. What do you think?
That's so disgusting.
There are special properties in these eyes. They're things we want to extract to make potions for. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tear into the cornea. I'm just going to cut into the cornea of the eye. Can you guys see them here? Yeah? All right.
So I can see you're having a little bit of trouble with that.
I am, yeah.
Oh, what is that goo?
I'm not sure, but it's a tight liquid that's filling the inside, the inner cavernous of the eye. I can squeeze that all out, actually. You can see it bubbling out.
So I can tell you're a little bit nervous. I have a
Little bit
spell I
shaky.
can share with you.
What spell can you help me with?
It's a spell that we can all practice together, and it's used to precisely cut an object.
Perfect.
Precisely.
Precisely.
Yes. It is needed because the basilisk, I think, is a little bit intimidating.
It is. Yes, you're right.
All right. Are we ready? Do you want me to use the spell?
Let's use the spell together.
To eat it.
Oh, eat the basilisk.
Miss Breezen's daring you to eat it.
Daring me to
Well,
eat
it
the,
will be part of a potion that we can consume
It's
later.
possible that this will be cooked into a wonderful meal. a little
Okay,
bit
so
later.
here we go.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Eyeball Defindo.
Defindo. Oh, that worked.
Precision.
Precisely cut right into it. So we're going to cut right around the cornea of the basilisk eye. Let's use that spell again.
Eyeball Defindo.
Defindo.
Thank you, Blue Jay.
There we go. And we're going to break the cornea right
Oh,
off.
I saw something pop out.
Yep, you sure did. That's the lens. Let's break that right off. We can cut that right off. I'm using a very special tool here to cut this tissue. There's the cornea. Not gonna be it.
Can we look at that cornea under our microscope
I
for a
think that
moment?
might be a possibility.
All right. Here we go.
We've got
I'm
a
gonna
microscope at the back. We're going to take a look at this basilisk cornea in the microscope. Looks like a basilisk eye color is also brown by the looks of it. Here you go. That's,
Oops, sorry. My spell book. Look at that.
you guys see the cornea of the basilisk.
That is disgusting.
It's quite something, isn't it? How does it look on that screen there, Harry? Not fantastic. Good, good. Okay. Well, let's move on. Let's get a little bit deeper. There's a bunch of liquid in this eyeball. Now, I'd be willing to say that this liquid could be used for some very special potions, so I'd like to keep it. I'd
Should we
also
keep
like
it?
to slurp it.
Here we go. We can keep it in this container because we do want to keep it safe.
Perfect. So I'm going to pour the liquid out into this container whenever we're ready. There we go. Squeezing the vitreous humor out of that eyeball. Hope you can all
I heard
see.
remnants of the basilisk squealing.
There we go. You heard that, didn't you?
I did.
There we go. Perfect. I'm going to hold on to that gel a little bit later. Excellent. And there we have the inner of the eye, the inside. And if you look at the back, we've got the retina, which is a beautiful blue sheen that reflects light as it hits it.
Do you think the retina gives the basilisk any powers or?
I think it gives us
Strength?
some power of eyesight. The power of
Wow. Wow.
eyesight. That's right. So we've got many more eyes, many more where that came from. If you have any questions about how the basilisk can see or any questions about the eye, throw them in the chat.
Now I noticed something else.
What's that?
That over the past few minutes, the liquid that came from the eyeball also turned.
Isn't that strange?
Isn't that strange? Can we zoom in on that? Let's see what the liquid turned into. I see a sparkly blue.
That is some magical stuff, isn't it?
Now I would like to know from our audience, what powers does it have that would turn this into something so beautiful from such a creature?
Could you imagine? It must be extremely powerful. It was difficult to beat. I'll give you that much. We had to use some pretty tough spells on that basilisk to take care of him. Excellent. Defendo. I must remember this.
Excellent. That is Defendo. Eyeball Defendo.
Eyeball Defendo.
Now I also brought something else that I purchased from the Weasleys. I think I must have gone on a little bit of a shopping spree there. But it's not from my award from playing Quidditch, because we don't have any money for that yet. We don't have any dollars, any gold for that yet.
That's right. We don't have any galleons left.
We don't have any galleons left. All right, so, but I did purchase something else, and I did purchase something that I've been keeping in this container for a very special occasion. Now, this is a bit of a sad story,
Okay.
but once upon a time, I did have a pet. But this pet magically crystallized into another transformation. And this pet loves the water. It was my pet fish.
Okay.
This was my pet fish. And as this pet fish crystallized, I realized that it had an amazing property. I'm going to get you to hold the book of spells here.
Absolutely.
And I would like to see, Mr. Potter, if we can zoom in here to see what happens here. Now, this actually, I do not need Blue Jay for this.
Oh, interesting.
Because this is just one of the properties that it has all by itself.
Some magic stuff, isn't it?
Yes. So here we go. What's going to happen when you put something into water?
Well, what do you guys think in the chat? What happens when you put sand in water? Is it sand?
It kind of looks like
It looks
sand
like
now.
a
It's
sand?
crystallized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too active in the chat right now.
All right,
Pretty
let's get
quiet.
going with the chat. What happens when you put something into water? And let's see what's going to happen here. Can we zoom in on this beaker of water? Here we go. So tell me, what is this going to look like? Or tell me what you notice and observe as we pour these crystals into this beaker of water. Can we see that? Can we see what's happening here? Oh, we have a little bit of condensation. Look at this.
Yep.
Can we get a view of that?
Wow. Looks like a coral almost.
It does almost look like a coral. And the thing is, when you put something into water,
It gets wet.
it usually gets wet.
Doesn't
But
it?
look at this. Because of the Weasleys, look what happens when I scoop it back out.
That's dry.
It is perfectly dry.
Fascinating.
This is fascinating. And this has a property that not everybody has quite figured out yet. So this will actually be in year 6 or year 7 of time at Hogwarts.
Interesting.
So we cannot give away all of our charms here.
Yeah, not all
But
of the
let's check
secrets.
this out again.
Try
We
to
have a
pull out as
substance,
much
we have our crystals
You can, yeah.
that are
Good.
wet.
A few predictions coming in. It can turn into stone, lots of smoke, and some students said it turns into sand.
Petrification.
Wow, petrification, yes. Look at
The
this.
sand is completely dry.
It is completely dry. Let's see if we can add some more. See if we can take off that condensation here.
Oh, it looks
What does
gooey.
that look like? Isn't that gooey?
Yeah.
And I think the eyeballs don't help either. Look at those guys there. But then, there we go. It's in the water. And when I bring it back out, see if I can get a whole bunch here. Look, you can see it as it's coming out of the jar.
Totally dry.
Look at that. And then I'll pour it back into the jar.
The Weasleys have their charms, that's for sure.
The Weasleys have impressed me. I think I need to get some stocks in their shop.
If they're available, yeah.
If they're available. So now, if you were looking forward today to practicing some dark arts, we are not going to be doing that. No, we don't practice the dark arts here in our brain room. But we do take care of some very magical creatures, as you can see.
Do.
And there is a class that you can take, although I believe it's a summer school class at Hogwarts, and it is the care of magical creatures. And we like to help out with that to make sure our creatures are all well taken care of.
They are fantastic beasts, after all.
However, sometimes things don't go as planned. This is my little friend who took Wolfsbane potion, and it's a potion where werewolves can take to help calm the werewolf symptoms. And it's called Wolfsbane. But instead, there was a little bit too much. And now, little pup here is a poltergeist, a mischievous spirit who can sometimes cause some chaos, especially on Halloween night.
Right. Terrifying.
We also have an acromantula.
Behind us.
Our acromantula,
On the wall.
our pet spider of ridiculous proportions.
It's gigantic.
Now, I once had a friend who we no longer speak their name because they were practicing animagus, and that is where you can turn yourself into a creature of your choice at your own will.
What creature would you want to become?
What creature would you use animagus to turn yourself into? Because our colleague, who we no longer speak their name, turned themselves into a rat
Into a Skeletor rat.
and was never able to come back. They had not perfected it, and that's our role here, is to make sure that everything's on track.
Funny,
And
his name was
people-
Ratty too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't that strange?
yeah, that is. But we're not supposed to speak it.
It's just pure coincidence.
Yeah, yeah. Those muggles, I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
the muggles.
So what I'm hoping for is that we can find some more mandrakes, which is a plant. It has a piercing cry.
Nice.
But we can use its roots to unpetrify people who become petrified. And I'm hoping it would work on the animagus spell.
I think it might.
We may need to be creating something new here.
Okay.
I don't know if it's been done before.
It sounds like we need to go through some spells together.
I think we do. So let's go through a couple spells together.
Gibsonville school grade 6, 7, and 8 commented, please eat if you were real wizards. But maybe that's what happened to those two.
It could
That's
have been what
true.
happened. So Gibsonville School is also asking to eat the eyeball.
Remember, we are high inquisitors. We have to do everything structured and controlled
By the spell book.
by the spell book.
Otherwise, we don't know. This is a cautionary tale. A very cautionary, and they both have tails.
Let's practice some spells together.
All right, so here we go. I want you to repeat after me, and if you don't have your magic wand yet, if you're still in muggle stage, that's okay. You can pick up a pencil or a pen or something nearby, or you can just use your hand. And I want to practice a few spells with you. So maybe I'm going to move over here, and maybe Professor Arif, you could join me right here.
Sure.
And first, the spells are going to be ones that we just practice that you can continue practicing, and then you will get better and better at them as we go. So the first one, this spell, will summon objects to you.
Oh.
And I'm going to teach you that. And the spell is called Accio.
Accio.
Okay, one more time. They can practice at home in your Hogwarts school classroom. Accio.
Perfect.
The next one will summon water.
Would love some water right now.
Yes, it's to summon water. Augmente.
Augmente.
One more time, everybody. I want to hear you nice and loud. Augmente.
Augmente.
The next one is a little bit dangerous.
What does it do?
It could, when you get really good at this and very confident, you can propel somebody into the air.
Oh my.
Do not use it on your professor.
Highly defensive.
And it is called Ascendio.
Ascendio.
So let's try it together. Ready, everybody? 3, 2, 1. Ascendio. Now next. This isn't quite a spell or a charm. It's more of a hex.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It will.
I'm looking forward to it.
And, well, part of it, the first part of it, you can curse somebody with a runny nose. And the second part of it, you can turn their boogers into bats.
Whoa!
So what will be coming out of your nose?
Lots of bats.
Lots of bats.
Boogers and bats.
Boogers and bats. And this is called the Bat Boogie Hex.
The Bat Boogie Hex.
And here we go. Here's how you practice it. And it is called Boogie Batamus.
Boogie Batamus.
One more time, everybody. It is the Boogie Batamus.
The Boogie Batamus.
All right, how's it going? Are they practicing? What do we think? I think so.
We'd love to hear it.
And then the last one that we wanted to practice with everybody at home is called Brachiomemendo.
I'm sure they could use a brachiomemendo.
I think so. I think they've got a few broken ones there.
Do, yeah.
Brachiomemendo heals broken bones. It could be quite useful.
Maybe broken hearts too.
Maybe broken hearts too. We'll have to check back in February.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. We have Brachiomemendo.
Brachiomemendo.
There we go, folks. But now I need to practice on an actual wizard. So, Professor Arif, will you help me out?
Yeah, I can help you out. Sure
Okay,
can.
all right. First, I need you to hold our brain sample.
Oh, the brain sample, yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And we're going to
All of
focus on Professor Arif, Mr. Pa'a.
The gyri and sulci of the brain.
All right. Now, I'm going to start practicing, and we want to see if these actually work. So we want to make sure we're teaching you spells that you can master quite quickly. Mm-hmm. Whether you're muggles, witches, wizards, creatures.
Squishy brain.
Squishy brains. All right, here we go. So this spell will force your opponent, or whoever you're working with, to drop whatever they are holding. Now I want you to hold that tight, make
Got
sure.
it. Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna do a test first.
Okay.
So if I don't say the spell and I say drop that,
I'm holding on to it nice and tight.
you've got it. You've
Yeah.
got it. Okay, so let's try again here. This
right.
time with the spell, with the charm. Here we go. Expelliarmus!
Jeez.
Oh. Did you do that on purpose?
My God, no.
Oh my goodness.
Can I pick it up now?
I think so. I think so. Will it work if you pick it up?
That was terrifying. Don't do that again.
Should we try it again?
No.
Okay, we
Let's
won't.
carry on
Should
to
we
the
try
next
it again?
No.
Are we sure?
No, it was terrifying.
Did it hurt your hands?
It was painful and very uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's go on to the next one. Now, this one will immobilize somebody no matter what they're doing. If they're moving around, if they're doing whatever they want to be doing, this will completely immobilize them. So, I'm glad that you're not immobilized yet, but I'm going to try this, and I'm going to do it when you least expect it. So if you're walking through a forest or a deep, dark woods, immobilis! Immobilis retract. Oh.
Can we not do that again, please?
We need to
Just-
do it at
you gotta-
least
you gotta
one
give me
more
a
time.
warning or
I
something
can't
first,
warn
yeah.
you because then you're going to know immobilis! Immobilis retract.
That is really irritating.
It's not irritating, it's
You
practice.
have to just give me some heads up here.
I can't do that. Okay. I will give you a heads up about this next one.
Okay.
This next one is a jinx. It's not a hex, it's not a charm, it's a jinx.
All right.
And this one slows the movement. But this will be difficult for you because you're quite quick.
I am.
You
Yeah,
are,
I'm
especially
Quidditch.
when fighting
And in
strange
Quidditch.
creatures,
Sure am.
protecting Hogwarts. And this will slow down any movement you choose to take. So I'm going to have you pick up that brain again, but as you're picking it up, impedimenta!
It's very, very irritating.
Impedimenta release.
Really? My goodness. Can I start trying these on you instead?
No, you cannot try them on me. I have Blue Jay. Blue Jay only works for me.
Killing me here.
All right, here we go, the next one. You might like the next one, or
is
you
the
might
next one?
not. Especially if you can't stop talking or telling any jokes, because this causes the tongue to stick to the roof of the mouth. I wonder if it would be like peanut butter. Do you like peanut butter?
I do like peanut
Langlock.
butter.
Langlock release.
That's really, really uncomfortable. She's really good at this, by the way. She has been practicing very well, and I'm not getting
I want to see if it would work through Mr. Pa's camera.
any heads up at all here.
All right, I want to see if this is going to work for our whole class. And you can tell me if this works on your whole class. Are we ready? Whole class, Langlock. Now, I wish we could hear them all.
I know.
But maybe,
Or try to.
maybe somebody can let us know in chat if the Langlock is working. All right. Now, next, I'm going to erase your mind.
Oh,
Do you
here we
trust
are.
me? I'll give you a heads up on this one. Do you have any last words of your current state of mind?
Can I have the mind back eventually?
I'm going to try.
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
Good, I appreciate it.
I will try.
Please do.
Are we ready?
All right.
Can you face forward? Don't look at
Yeah,
me, please.
Okay, not looking
I
at
can't
you.
look at you as I'm doing this.
All right, I am facing forward.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Oh,
3,
this is gonna hurt.
2, 1. Obliviate!
Hi,
Hi, Professor Arif.
Arif. Yeah, that's my name.
Hi. It
Yeah.
is.
Where are we?
We're here in the brain room.
What is this? Where are we?
It's
Who's that?
October 31st. That's Mr. Potter.
Who's this?
That's
Where are
our
we?
beautiful Miss Heather.
The brain room?
We're in the brain room.
What's your name?
Professor Jacqueline.
Professor Jack.
Obliviate, release.
Hey.
Hi. Did it work?
Oh, did what work?
We did the spell.
What do you mean?
You don't remember.
I don't know. We're still working on the spells, right?
We're still working on this. We
Okay,
won't
let's
tell
keep
him
going
a thing.
here.
Don't
Let's
tell
keep
him
going.
anything. Don't tell him a thing. All right. So, next, we're going to see if something else works. And this is to silence your target. Actually, first I'm going to change you.
Silencio!
You didn't have your wand.
I didn't.
Sorry. Silencio! Release.
It's really unfair.
It's unfair. You
Should've
didn't bring
grabbed
your
the wand.
wand. You didn't bring. All right, but we also have another one which will amplify the voice of a witch or a wizard, and we have Sonorous.
Whoa, that's really loud. Okay, I don't have to be speaking this loud all the
Release.
time. Thank goodness, my jeez.
Sonorous.
No, I don't really want to talk like this, Jacqueline. Help me out.
Release.
Thank you.
Release.
Okay, there
All right,
should be
all
a
right.
quiet one too.
There is.
The students from Gibsonville said it worked on them.
Nice.
Fontaine's class, it totally worked.
Excellent.
I don't know
Excellent.
what they're talking about.
All right. So next we have last one that I want to practice on you.
Last one.
It's a tricky one.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Okay.
I want everyone to guess what this will make Professor Arif do. Are we ready?
Sure.
Terra Talanagra.
Why am I moving like this?
Release.
What's happening? Oh my goodness.
It worked.
It's very difficult being a guinea pig sometimes. Just a little rat in the lab, you know?
Much like our friend here.
Just this little ratty over here.
Tarantegra.
Okay, this is, it's a good thing I like dancing. So is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, can you stop? That's getting frustrating. Like,
can't
I'm trying to have a conversation.
This isn't fair. I'm doing my best.
Can you stop that? Or do we have to use Blue Jay? Release.
That was fun. That was fun. I need
That
some
could
music
get
next
tiring.
time. Yeah.
That could get tiring.
Get some music.
I think I'm done for practicing.
Appreciate that.
I think next you have a Repair-a-4. Something that will heal magical ailments
Ooh,
like
I
poisoning
think I do.
or
You're
paralysis.
absolutely right. So let me get this ready. So we do have an elixir that we're going to create back here. I'm going to use this and this if we can move our animals there.
Yes, we can.
Wonderful creatures. Pull this around.
And shall we move our brain as well?
Yeah, the brain can move as well. So we have a very special magical jar here at work. What we're going to do is add a few crystals to this jar.
What
These
kind
are
of
very
crystals?
special kinds of crystals that are created from the breath of dragon's breath. From the breath of dragons, essentially.
Possibly a rainbow dragon or a regular dragon?
You can see it, what we call sublimate, right from my hand. It's extremely cold. terrifyingly cold. Put your hand over it, see what you feel there.
Can I touch this?
I wouldn't touch it with your bare hand. It's dragon's breath.
Whew,
Isn't it
that
cold?
is very cold.
That's right. So it'll boil at very, very low temperatures, which means in this jar of water, it's just water, it's going to boil extremely low temperatures. So what is that going to look like in the chat? What does a boil look like in water? What do we see?
A boiling water. What does
What does
boiling water
boiling
look
water
like?
look like? Now what we're going to do is we're going to add it all into our special cauldron here, full of water. In 3, 2, 1. Where did I get these crystals from again? Do you remember?
I think that were they dragon's breath?
Dragon's breath.
crystals?
Thank you. Okay, I was making sure.
Yeah.
Yes, bubbles.
From Miss Fontaine's class.
Excellent. Good. Yes, many bubbles is what we expect. Okay, so we're going to do a countdown together, everybody, as I put the dragon's breath into the water. In 3, 2, 1. What were we going to name our rainbow dragon?
Oh, we had some good ones. We had
I
Firefly.
have some more that just came in.
Oh, we have some more names.
Charms,
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
My
I love
favorite cereal.
I love it.
Jamal.
Jamal,
the dragon. Okay.
Or Jeffrey the dragon.
Jeffrey the Rainbow Dragon.
Love it.
Oh, we had another prediction from Duke of Marlborough, Bubbles and Steam.
Bubbles and
Bubbles,
steam. Excellent. Okay, so let's do it. Let's add our dragon's breath into the water in 3, 2, 1. There we go. What do we see happening here? Lots of bubbles. Lots of fog. I'm going to seal that fog now.
We can capture the dragon crystals.
And then we're going to capture that fog as best we can. If you want to put on one of these gloves, Professor Jacqueline, can you?
Thank you.
Absolutely. And we're going to capture the dragon's breath that's blowing out through this tube.
That looks cool. I can feel cold in here.
Bring your glove. There, we're trying to get some more. There we go.
And we can capture.
We've got the dragon's breath in our hands.
And this can serve as the elixir for anything that ails you.
Elixir of life is what dragon's breath holds.
Does this mean I get a small life?
Yes. We'll give you a little bit more.
There we go.
A few more. Whoa. Be very careful with dragon's breath. It's extremely fragile. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Are you feeling younger? by
I'm
the day?
feeling younger, but also very, very cold.
It is quite cold, yes.
So we had some predictions about the bubbling. Is that what's happening here?
That's right.
Because it looks a little bit different.
It does, doesn't it? If I open it up, then we can release the fog and release the breath.
Wow. This is definitely year 7,
Would you
year
like
8.
to get a little bit younger, Jacqueline?
Yes, I would, please.
How does that feel on your face?
I feel 25 all over again.
Perfect. That's what we're trying to do here. Save lives.
But if we were to ask Mr. Potter to get any younger, he might go
Mr.
back to 10
Potter.
years old.
That's true. Mr. Potter, would you care to entertain us here? Humor us for a moment?
And be back to 10 years old.
Would you like to go younger, sir? Come on down. We'll just have you bask in the breath of the dragon.
Now, he's here with us in the brain room. Don't tell anybody about his whereabouts. Most glorious. Absolutely.
Always happy to oblige.
The students say you both look younger.
Thank you.
I think we do.
So we'll put this back, the special dragon's breath potion, the elixir of life.
The elixir of life. And you know, we do have our dragon skull here with us today. One of our most valued treasures.
True.
And you have something else
I
that once upon a time came from a dragon turned rogue.
It's true. Yes, back here I actually have a pair of dragon lungs and the dragon heart itself.
How did you come across such a treasure?
I was venturing in the woods, hunting, in fact, looking for certain herbs as well to make potions, and came across this red dragon.
A red dragon.
Red dragon, fierce but loyal. I approached it calmly and carefully. Eventually, it didn't fight me. It actually sacrificed itself for the good of Hogwarts. We had a good talk about it, actually. The dragon and I actually had a really nice chat.
This red dragon sounds amazing.
The red dragon really wanted to help out Hogwarts. So it gave us its lungs and its heart. And so here we have dragon lung and a dragon heart
From the red dragon.
from the red dragon itself.
And I think when it comes to dragons, the lungs and the heart match whatever color it happens to be.
You're absolutely right. It's very soft, very delicate. And here we have the trachea. The trachea leads to where the dragon breathes fire. The larynx and speaks as well, right here. The esophagus, heads down to the dragon's stomach, so that when it feasts on whatever or whomever, then it can just glide right down into the stomach and be digested. So here we have a pair of dragon lungs and our dragon heart.
And the dragon heart. And we'll be using this to create elixirs that spread a lot of good.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have to thank Pete the Red Dragon. Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Pete. Did you know that we also had another bit of a creature that is doing a lot of good for everybody?
Who's that?
Well, I would like to show you. Now, what I have here, I'm going to prepare this over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have a couple of bottles here. I have dragon blood.
Dragon blood.
I do. And I have spider venom. And it is this spider venom that is actually doing a lot of good. And we have a donation from our very own spider here in-house in the brain room. And this spider venom will do a lot of good. If we are able to use our coveted witch's brew to create even more spider venom. So I'm going to bring all of this forward.
Okay.
And here we go. First of all, I need to create the witch's brew. And this is not ordinary witch's brew, but this is ordinary water. And this container, also purchased from the Weasleys, will turn my water into a brew. However, I need to shake it. And I would like to take some predictions of what is now going to happen to this spider venom. How are we going to know that this spider venom is going to do a lot of good in Hogwarts? What will it look like when I pour this witch's brew into this spider venom?
Let's get some predictions out there, folks.
Now, if I do this correctly, and I may or may not, we need to capture the venom.
Right.
Yes. Do you think we have anything to capture the venom? Perhaps one of our silver magical trays.
Yes, we can grab a tray, absolutely.
Okay. So here we have our spider venom. Here we have our witch's brew. And we're going to see if this will work. Now, if we can create a reaction with our venom, then we know we will be able to use the product to do a lot of good and create a lot of elixirs.
Absolutely.
Do we have any predictions coming in on chat? No predictions yet. I think it must be a mystery. It is a mystery. So are we ready? Can we zoom in nice and close here, Mr. Potta, on our spider venom and our witch's brew? And we're going to do a countdown to see.
They think it will look like a spider web from Gibsonville, and they think it will also turn brown.
Okay.
Oh, the school in Gibsonville thinks it will look like a spider web and turn brown,
Like a dung bomb.
like a dung bomb. I hope it doesn't smell like a dung bomb.
I hope so too.
All right. All right. So, 3, 2. Although, Professor Arif, what is your favorite type of elixir?
My favorite type of elixir,
Yeah.
the elixir of life.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. I have a favorite type of elixir as well.
What's your favorite type?
Oh, yes. Well, I don't think I'm going to tell you just yet.
Seltzer.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you just yet. So here we go. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go spider venom. Whoa! I believe our spider venom is working.
It is working.
And we are capturing the elixir appropriately. This is going to do a lot of good.
Excellent.
Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. And more is being created, and more is being created. And it does not
mountain
smell like a dung bomb.
of elixir. Excellent. It's not brown either, actually.
It's not brown either. But this venom,
It's a nice
it's
yellow.
the color of venom.
It is the color of
It's
venom.
and it
absolutely.
matches Hogwarts as well.
The spider would be proud.
The spider will be proud. Thank you for that. But we do have one last demonstration
Yes,
for
we
all of you,
do.
for our students today.
Yes, we do.
For all of our Hogwarts students. And I need Blue Jay for this one.
You do need Blue Jay for this one. That's absolutely correct.
I had a question about the lungs. Why the dragon's lungs were so small?
Wasn't a very large dragon. Pete was actually quite young when we had first met him. So he was still growing. But thankfully, it's just out of the goodness and kindness of his heart, he gave us his heart.
And it's little known that some dragons can be gigantus, and some dragons remain quite small for life.
It's true.
It is true. So in this one, we are going to create a charm. It's called the Patronus charm. And this charm is a powerful projection of hope and happiness. It takes away and chases away all of the Dementors. And it is one of Harry Potter's earliest teachings.
The Patronus charm.
That's right, Patronus. Expecto Patronum is how we are going to create this.
Right.
Expecto Patronum.
Expecto Patronum. Okay.
Yes, Patronum.
Whenever you're ready.
Is this the last one that we're
This
showcasing
is it.
today?
This is the end.
What should we be expecting here?
What do you think we should be expecting, folks? We're going to use this quite strange magical machine here on the right. We'd like to know what you think is going to happen with the Expecto Patronus charm.
All right, so we need everybody to say that with us.
Yes,
Do you think we're ready?
I think we're ready.
Do we have any predictions in?
Not yet. Maybe give it another minute.
We'll give it another minute. What has been your favorite charm today? Still the elixir of life?
Oh, I'm not sure, but I think I lost my memory at one point. Was that?
No, that didn't happen at all. That did
was
not
a
happen
thing.
at all, right, everybody? It did not happen.
You didn't use the Obliviate spell on me, did you?
No, absolutely not.
Very strange.
But are your legs sore from all the dancing you've been doing?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That happened.
That is true. That is true. So do we have any predictions in of what is going to happen with our last charm of the day?
All right.
And if
well,
not, we would like to hear a lot of happy Halloweens today. And we would like to know what some of the best costumes are
Absolutely.
in our classrooms today, and to have a very happy Halloween.
Want to hear about all those costumes. We want to know what you're wearing, what you are, who you are. Throw them in the chat.
And I think we're ready.
Okay.
Okay.
We have to say it together.
So the charm is Expecto
Patronum.
Patronum. Okay, let's practice. Oh, I'll turn off Blue Jay, so we'll
Okay.
wait.
Okay.
Practice, nice and loud, everyone, so we can hear you. Expecto Patronum.
You're saying electricity, something to do with static electricity.
Oh,
and
electricity, lightning, static electricity.
Okay. Interesting.
These are fabulous. Fabulous from Gypsumville and from Churchill. All right, are we ready?
Ready.
3, everybody has to join in. 2,
Two,
1, Expecto
Expecto
Patronum!
Whoa!
Woohoo! Woohoo! That is
worked.
fabulous.
Good job, you
Fabulous.
guys.
Happy Halloween
Happy
from
Halloween,
Hogwarts.
everybody.